What's up, guys? Welcome to The Sinking City. This is a game based off of H.P. Lovecraft's books. Yeah, like Cthulhu and stuff like that. It's a really interesting game from the trailer. I highly suggest watching it. And with that said, let's get into it. Okay, picture. He was in the Navy. Oh, okay. That's a bit freaky. Looks like he's having a mental breakdown. Whoa, what's going on there? Different reality, maybe? What the hell? Oh, look, a giant squid creature. Now you know it's H.P. Lovecraftian. Oh, that's unsettling. What are you doing? I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, what the yo? Okay then. Alrighty. Oh, that's an interesting cutscene. Oh, the game starts. First aid kit and a brick. Ah, alright. This is our character. Got a large backpack. Fedora. What looks to be a trench coat. Alright, let's check this place out. Ooh, a gun. BM.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Ah, just got some pistol rounds. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great, yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes von de Berg. Alright, folding cam. That looks like a camera. Testing out some buttons, figured out the item wheel. Took a picture of that.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Okay. There's something I could do here. Oh, what? Gunpowder and coil springs. Alright. So we have a gun, a brick, and a med kit. I'll keep the camera out for now. Oh, I got a compass. Oh, there's a person here.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I
Van der
did
Berg.
promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes.
Johannes?
But where are my manners?
I was just gonna
Welcome
call.
to the
I'll call you
proud
John.
city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
About my problem. What's the deal with the city? Nice suit. We came here because of our problem.
You said you
So,
know someone who can
yeah.
help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
What's the deal with this city?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Alright, and now I'll go with nice suit.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
Where is Robert Throgmorton? I probably butchered that.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Oh,
Don't
never
worry,
mind.
you can't
I
miss
think I
him.
said it pretty well.
Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Okay. The
Tell me
flood.
about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Can you
Let's
tell me a
Robert
little
Throgmorton.
about Mr. Throgmorton?
Throgmorton.
A remarkable
Throgmorton.
creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I need
I'll
somewhere
need
to
a
stay.
place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How
What
do
do
you
you
fill
do
your
here?
days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
How do I get to Devil's Reef?
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
What else did you
Places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Alright, bye-bye.
That's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Not gonna lie, that sounds ominous as hell. The kind of man that finds you. Alright. This is the map. Wow. It's quite large, actually. Okay, there's the Devil Reefs Hotel. Wait, what? Okay. Sure, treasure, I guess. Okay, so... Okay, I got a shovel to hit people with. Got a flashlight. Got a crouch ability. Oh, I figured out how to run. Oh.
I don't
Morton.
care about your petty excuses.
Whoa.
No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
I'm definitely not gonna say that because that's may insult him.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I should probably
I
continue
take it
talking
you're not
about
the biggest
the
fan of these
Innsmouthers.
Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
What do you
I've
know
heard you're
about
the man to
visions?
speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Vera.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house. and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Okay.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Alright. So face the house, which is this house, left. And then you'll eventually come up to a beach or something. There we go, here's that lifeboat.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Up. Whoa.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, there's some sort of like weird gunk on it. Is there anything else? That's it.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Is that the only thing here?
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Oh wait, letter. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's... unreadable. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor blank. I fear that what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing in my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Unreadable. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Unreadable. In the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. Unreadable. He's here. All the evidence has been collected. Alright. This is a big place. Okay, let's go check out that house.
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Oh, so I just walk in, okay. Okay, let's take a look around.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
That's weird. Oh wait, what? Okay, hold the button. Oh, stealing stuff, okay. Yeesh, this is...
The book is
weird.
damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. The book is damp and damaged,
Okay,
but
can't read it.
clearly well cared for.
And there's whatever the hell this is. Okay. Let's take a look-see. There's an upstairs area, alright. I'll leave that till later. You know, I just heard a creak. A lot of fish. And a lot of this is like Oh, squid stuff. Yummy, yummy. It all just looks so good. Whoa,
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
So super strength.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
What the hell?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar.
Who
Tell me
are
about
you?
yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We
I
all
like you.
live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Okay, that sucks.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Who's
Where's this
Kay?
Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
Alright,
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself. Will.
this is definitely a mystery
Detective.
game.
Sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Mine Palace clue. Mine Palace. One fisherman is missing. Sudden psychotic outbreak. Albert returned unstable. Casebook. Alright. Lore. Alright. So let's take a look around. Oh, that's weird. The mirror actually works, but in like a weird way.
Choo choo.
Just gonna steal more shit because apparently I'm a thief. Okay. Okay, alright, let's continue.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
It's a big hole. Could I walk out if I wanted to? I think I could, but I'm not going to. There's the dead guy.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What the frick?
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What's going on? Jesus. A helmet? What is going on?
5 cards short of a full house.
Wait, does being near the dead body start doing that?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
I started seeing something. That is weird. Okay, what?
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
They probably did, actually. Okay. So is this the room that they were hanging out in? What's this?
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Kinda looks like a fish.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Okay, okay. Fancy knives. Ooh. Whoa, what is this?
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nugunlena, Haften.
Recognition of the understand events that happen in past inspecting. Mark the scenes and chronological. Oh. So.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nugunlena, Haften.
Okay, okay. Okay, so. I'm gonna guide your way, follow them to new evidence. Oh, what the? What the?
Take this, ape face.
No, that's definitely not what happened. Started off the papers.
What's happening?
So then they would run in here.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What the hell? Well, no, that's not one.
Take this, ape face.
It would started here.
Take this, ape. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Whoa. What is this? So that means he went out here. Alright. Can I see the blood? Okay, so Lewis shot without warning. Albert fled, one wounded. Huh. So he fell down. It's raining so much, though.
I've said everything I know.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Okay. So, all evidence collected. Who is this?
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm slowly getting it. Okay, Albert spread hysteria around him. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. Back to my clues. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fact. I can track them using my supernatural senses. Okay. Fled, wounded. Oh wait, hold on. Alright. Albert was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Oh my god, I keep going too far out. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Okay. Fled, wounded. That's what I have left. Alright, place on map. Albert and one of the fishermen fled from the house. I can track them using my supernatural senses. So I can track them down, go to where they fell. Okay. Head this way. This is definitely a trippy game.
So the fishermen pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton, rather than just drive him off. Continue running this way.
Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
This is a really strange way to play a game. One in here, right? Alright. So... what is this?
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstain note. Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly. With the fuzz snooping around the port, don't worry. I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. Bar owner's in debt to Lewis. And there's more blood.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Okay. I have a bad feeling about this, so I'm gonna pull out my gun. Make sure it's loaded. There we go. Alright, just check everywhere first. Okay, blood leads to that door. Alright. But before that, let's... padlocks. Alright, padlocks are weak. Padlocks on weak planks can be broken with a shot or melee attack. Well, I figured out how to melee, so...
The door won't budge.
What the fuck? What the frick? Okay, okay. That was kind of terrifying. There's another one. What is that noise? Is this Lewis or is this the...
One fatal round through the forehead.
Oh.
That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Eee. Well, why did my character just look at his arms all weird like? Well, found him dead. Albert was murdered. Lewis left the crime scene. Lewis may be at the bar. Lewis, his mouth or that killed Albert may be hiding at the bar in Oaksmont Port. Alright.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Anything I can do with my mind's
eye? One fatal
eye?
round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Okay. Okay. What's up here? Whoa, what the okay. Just gonna take it. Is there a crafting system that I'm missing? At least maybe at the bar, okay. Skills. Inventory. I can make bullets. There we go, I made more bullets. Okay. And I gotta tell that. Oh, there's another thing I can. Wait, that's the thing I search. Give me the goods. I got nothing. Alright, jump down. Hurry up to the dude, the father.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned
That's
a
not
few
normal.
studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, thankfully.
I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
I beat it with a shovel.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
We have a suspect, but no, it's fine.
It seems like he was a fisherman by the name of
Screw it.
Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Nah. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Okay. Sure. Okay, go to the map. Alrighty. Hospital, asylum. Maybe I should ask him if he knows where the pub is.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Okay. I guess I'm taking the boat that's over here, if I can. Squids. Alrighty, how do I get to my... Oh, there's an easy way to do it.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
So I can't leave. Alright, so is the pub here somewhere? Was I already in the pub? Guess I have to walk all the way back. The name's Charles Reed. Oh, I found the bar.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Okay. Who's this?
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really?
Do tell.
Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Well, bullets seem pretty valuable.
Some other time. Maybe.
Unless I'm
As you
desperate.
wish.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Pouring alcohol over himself.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
What's your problem?
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some
Okay.
unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live, than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Okay.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Should I try and bargain with him to get rid of him, possibly? Or make it so he could be accountable? I think I'll just bargain with him because I don't think he wants to be in debt to the guy.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Alrighty. He's upstairs, and there's actually a bit of a mess. I don't think that's blood, though. Huh, picture. Will my mind's eye reveal anything? Nope. But this mind's eye thing is, like, really weird. It's cool, but it's weird.
What the? Get the... Oh!
Okay. So I can just walk in?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Oh my
Charles
god.
Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Oh my
Calm
god.
down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Should I just be blunt and like ask him why he looks like that? 'Cause, oh my god.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just 'cause I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before.
Of course you haven't. It's a fish man.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Alright, so, you killed him,
Shot
why?
to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
How did it all
Start
happen?
at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Why do you
I
have
hear
to
there's a bit of a
Throgmortons?
feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I'll think
This is
about
not
it.
exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Be justice, or see what Mr. Throgmorton gives me. Alright, I have an idea. Nope, I can't even pause. Well, Mr. Throgmorton said he would help me with whatever problem I have if I get him. But this guy's gonna give me a few bullets. Sorry.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
I'm sorry.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Alright, hold on. Oh, what is this? Lewis Flynn's testimony. He said that he doesn't remember. Lewis was aware of his action. Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the Lewis was mentally ill. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely. Lewis was under mental influence. He can control his actions and those can't be blamed. Try to cover for him or else Robert.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear. Please, I told you the...
This is a very interesting game. What if I changed it? Lewis deliberately murdered Albert. To murder Albert of Throgmorton. He had a motive too. The mutual hatred between Throgmorton and the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons must tell Robert the truth and bring the murderer to justice. Alright, I'm gonna read all through this and see which side I more agree with. He's aware. Shouldn't make him a murderer. But if he was under more of a psychic.
Truth, I swear.
This is Lovecraftian, alright. This is Lovecraftian, so yeah, mind control is definitely a thing. I'm gonna spare him and be nice. I love it how I just accidentally ran into that place. Alright, I have done all of the clues. Alright, back to this guy. I forget his name already. I'm so smart. Okay, if I lie, he just feels innocent. That's the thing. And based off of what I know about H.P. Lovecraft, which this game is based off of, mind control is a real big deal. Alright, I'll just say he's dead.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Hey, the pocket came in handy.
This was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about this